Welcome to the Fast Foodies, your home for all things fast food. I'm Isaac.
And I'm Sam. If you eat food, then this is the podcast for you because that's all we talk about.
Get ready for spicy takes and fresh food. Now let's get into it. Hello and welcome to the Fast Foodies, but very sad.
The Fast Foodies butt?
You're so dumb. This is very sadly our final episode
Of season one.
If we do more than one season, then this might not be our last episode. But this is our last required episode for our podcasting class.
That's right. So there's like a chance you may never hear from us again. But by the grace of God our Father
And fast food restaurants.
we're coming back at least once to rank those water bottles.
Of all the things that we could rank, actually, I'm not even going to say that. That is a good idea. But I don't think of fast food. I don't think of water bottles. Okay. But we could, maybe if we have time, we'll come back. It just won't be as consistent. So I'm sorry to all you faithful listeners out there. We will not be here every week for you. But we are going to finish strong today with a great episode on chicken tenders / strips.
That's right. Apparently there's a difference. I really don't care.
Me neither.
It's just chicken. It's like the little chicken, and you get it in a box.
It's bigger than a nugget, smaller than a patty.
Yep.
And it's usually like a rectangle.
What?
Well, it's a rectangular shape somewhat, but it's a solid food item.
What is this, Minecraft? Who's giving you rectangular chicken, man?
Literally, look at the chicken strip. It's long and rectangular.
It's more like an elliptical shape, or maybe an oval.
We'll get into that later, but for now, a quick reminder that you can rank alongside us if you go to tiermaker.com and search the Fast Foodies podcast. And we have a link in the description, so check it out below to rank alongside us.
All right, today we're here with a special guest, Obed Cordero from Provider. Say hi, Obed. We had a little scheduling conflict. It's nobody's fault, but he's with us here in spirit.
Yeah, in chicken.
Isn't that right, Obed?
Order up, chow down, and let's rank some chicken tenders. All right, our first restaurant whose chicken tenders we will be ranking today is the classic Chick-fil-A.
You know, they also sell chicken nuggets too, which are not the same. They're like chicken, but like smaller.
Yeah, they're like a bite, and a chicken tender is like a whole long bite. You know, Chick-fil-A has come up on a lot of these rankings. Like literally 6, maybe 7 of our episodes have had Chick-fil-A. The only ones that haven't are burgers, obviously, and pizza. Yeah, just burgers and pizza. So Chick-fil-A must win the award for most consistent when it comes to being in our episodes. So congrats to them.
We're giving out awards now.
On the topic of awards, real quick side note, in this class, there's a competition to win what they're calling a potty award. Like, so dumb. But okay, if you have the most downloads in the class, you win an award and you get a little trophy. So help us out, play our episodes, get us some downloads, maybe leave us 5 stars if you can, and it would be much appreciated.
Please, we're almost there. We're like,
we're halfway behind the first place team.
It's true. All right, chicken. So this is gonna be pretty hard for me because I love chicken. It's my favorite food ever, and so I'm like, I don't know. It's all good, but I don't know where to put some of it in. Whatever.
Valid. Are we taking sauces into account here when it comes to the restaurants? I don't think we can. I think we just have to go.
No.
Okay. Well, obviously you never take sauces into account, but for me, like certain chicken strips just aren't the same without the sauce, and others can live on their own. So I'm just going to rank how I rank, and you rank how you rank. It'll all be okay. So tell us about Chick-fil-A. Okay.
Chick-fil-A, honestly, they have good chicken, but I don't know. I have to kind of be in the mood for their chicken, I guess. Like it's got that unique taste that I'm just not always feeling the vibe for, right? They're still really, really good. Why are you looking at me like I'm absolutely off my rocker?
It's the sunburn.
Yeah, for you guys who don't know, I got a sunburn when I watched the Blue Angels perform, you know, the little jets at a Navy base. Anyways.
What does that have to do with chicken?
they had chicken there, and I didn't have any because I'm
Okay.
broke.
Yeah.
But Chick-fil-A, honestly, great chicken, just by itself, no sauce is necessary. I think all their food is really good. I'm gonna put it in delicious.
That is fair. I think I agree with you here. Chick-fil-A, very solid. Now, just give me some ranch and buffalo with those chicken strips, and fantastic. Here's a little secret. Instead of getting a sandwich, I usually get a kid's meal with 2 chicken strips and then order a bun and put the 2 chicken strips on the bun and make a sandwich. And it's cheaper, and you get like the ice cream with the kids meal, and it's really cheap. It's such a great deal, and I love the chicken strips. So I'm going to put them in delicious as well.
Interesting. You got your own little fast food tips and tricks here, huh?
I do, coming from in case you didn't know by now, a former Chick-fil-A employee.
Yeah. Well, you look for Chick-fil-A?
Very funny.
All right, next up, Cane's, Raising Cane's, chicken fingers, and other stuff. Now, listen, if you don't know, Cane's is my favorite restaurant of all time, okay? Because, look, it makes sense. Chicken's my favorite food of all time, and on that pyramid, my favorite restaurant, chicken or otherwise, is Cane's, because I think they have the best chicken. So it's my favorite restaurant of all time. Everyone's like, of all time? Haven't you had like
you're saying like
Arby's? And I'm like,
Arby's. You're saying like better than like an expensive restaurant or just fast food.
I mean,
like you'd rather go to Cane's than Cheesecake Factory
I think they have the best chicken, and chicken's my favorite food.
for the value.
Just period, man.
Okay.
I mean, I guess you could have some fried chicken that's like made by Jesus Christ at the Cheesecake Factory or whatever.
Jesus works at Cheesecake Factory?
The Jesus Cake Factory.
You're selling it. It's over. This bit is over.
I mean, I guess you could have like some fried chicken made by Jesus himself at like the, Christ fried chicken restaurant or whatever, and that would be way better.
There's got to be wine.
But whatever I've had, chicken-wise, Cane's is on top, fried chicken-wise. And so I just like their chicken's never dry. It's always like I hesitate to say the word moist.
Juicy.
Yeah, it's juicy. It's very juicy. The chicken's always piping hot. It's ready to go. You open up the box, well, bam, chicken, fries, cane sauce, ew, gross, Texas toast. You got all of it. And just specifically the chicken, I'm like, I love to just savor that chicken. Every bite I get, I eat like a couple fries, and I'm like, oh, here it comes. Here comes the airplane.
All right, where are you going to rank it? I need to respond.
Scrumptious.
Okay, fine. So
of course.
Sam puts in scrumptious.
Every day, all day, scrumptious.
All right, I love Cane's, but first of all, a little bit overpriced, and I'm going to have to say it's just not the best restaurant. It's not. Like, if your sauce has to carry your food, then you can't be the best. And that is the case with Cane's, whether you like it or not. And
I don't disagree.
I know you don't even like the sauce, and that's fair. But the chicken itself is boring without the sauce, and I'm not just going to eat it alone.
Listen, if I think that the chicken and the food in general is so high tier without the sauce, then imagine what it's like with the sauce for all you sauce lovers out there or whatever. It's just like, that's how much I love it.
I do love it, and Cane's is a great restaurant. But if I didn't have any cane sauce, then I'm just like, I wouldn't even invest the money. I wouldn't go to Cane's if they didn't have their sauce.
Wow.
So even though I feel pretty bad doing this, because I feel like Cane's is definitely better than this, but just the chicken alone is going in yummy.
Wow. What the heck, man?
I know you took that personally.
Traitor.
That's how I felt the entire sauce episode.
You know what? We're not having a season 2.
Good.
We're done.
All right. We're quitting right now. Come back, Sam. Come back.
All right. Fine. Okay, what's next?
Next up is, all right, since Sam decided he was going to come back, our next restaurant we are going to rank is Popeyes.
Oh, Popeyes burgers and fries.
Who are you? Who invited you? We need Obed to come and replace you. All right, so I went to Popeyes not too long ago with my parents, and they treated me to some chicken tenders because they knew this episode was coming up. And they were like, this is for homework. So we're going to buy you some Popeyes chicken tenders because I'd never had them before. And you know what? They sucked. They weren't good.
What?
Like, I'm a Popeyes chicken sandwich lover. It was my number one sandwich. Their chicken tenders were so lame. The sauce packets they gave me were tiny. And when I was like, hey, can I get gravy? They're like, oh, that cost extra. I'm like, bro, I'm not paying $1.50 for your little gravy thing. Their chicken was just not good. It was like not even salty enough, but at the same time, like weirdly salty. It was just not it. Not a fan. And for that reason, I'm putting them in edible.
I think you're being a little bit too harsh, but I will say their chicken is pretty dry. It's pretty dry, and
as dry as their biscuits.
Yes, actually, if I remember it right as well, their chicken is shaped really, really weird. Like it's got like all these spikes because the breading is really, really like tough, and so it just looks like you're about to chomp down on like a full
like a mace.
Yes, it's like a mace or like some, cavernous landscape, and you're like Godzilla eating, a whole cave full of stalactites and stalagmites. And then like I've had my gums get scratched from this chicken. And I'm like, okay.
All right, so where are you putting it?
It tastes good, but it's got so many downsides. I'm gonna put it in yummy.
Okay. That's still decent for Popeyes. I mean, I wasn't very nice to them by putting them at edible, but
yeah, you really weren't. They try their best.
Maybe
they like the spiky breading down in Louisiana. All right, next up, our very own Lion's Den, which is one of our eatery places here on campus, provided by Provider.
We've told this joke so many times.
Dumb name. I'm never letting it go. It's stupid.
It's so dumb.
Who's your provider? Oh, yeah, Provider.
What's your cat's name?
Cat. Really couldn't think of anything. Okay, now honestly, Provider, their chicken tenders vary in quality from like day to day. One day it's like really juicy and I'm like, oh man, this is pretty good. Like the skin is like peeling off the chicken. And the next day it's like rock hard. You have to bite into it and it's like dry as all get out. And I'm like, what happened, man? You changed the recipe or whatever?
I think it just depends on who's working, honestly.
But for chicken that I can get, and I mean, for free, air quotes, I mean, we're still paying for it, but it's prepaid, I guess. You can get as much as you want. It's not that bad, but it's like, I'd rather have something else if I could.
Definitely. It doesn't quite compare to fast food restaurant.
Yeah, it's like, it's not as bad as like jailhouse slop or, like cafeteria food that everyone hates. Not just here, but like everywhere. But it's like, it's just not.
And yet you eat this every day?
It's not on the standard. I actually don't eat them every day anymore. I eat it like maybe once a week now.
Okay, that's good to know.
Maybe once or twice a week. I mean, that's not just because it's chicken. It's also because it's fast. I get to eat it quickly and just go. And so I'm going to have to put it in edible. I think it's down there.
Well, I'm probably going to say something that most SAGU students won't agree with, but I think a lot of my close friends will. And that's that the Den is extremely overrated and is not very good. Okay, my recent visits to the Den, probably just all this semester, I've just not enjoyed it. It's like, I don't know what it is, but the way they cook stuff and the way they prepare it and just the flavor that everything has, it all just tastes a little off and a little like cheap and a little Provider. It has like the taste of Provider and I don't like it. The cafeteria is so much better and I'll take it any day and every day. And I just don't really go to the Den unless I have to, unless it's the only place that's open. And the chicken, I got it a couple times last semester. This semester, I never got it because it's just not good. It's edible, but it's literally not as good as Popeyes. Like, I would take Popeyes way more than the Den. I hate to do this, but I'm putting it disgusting.
Wow, okay. That's crazy.
Just thinking about it makes me not want to eat it. Unless I was like really, really hungry or it's the only option.
That's crazy, man.
I'm sorry.
That's a pretty hot take.
Yeah. It's just really gone. Like, I think last semester I would have ranked in like edible, possibly even yummy on a good day. But this semester it is just not it. And it's going to get disgusting.
I think that it did get worse, didn't it?
It got worse.
I don't know what happened. I think it's just not as consistent as it used to be.
All the food just got worse in the Den. I don't like it. And next up, after that underwhelming performance from the Den, we get to head over to Brahms.
Oh my goodness. Oh yeah.
I'm surprised Sam didn't do his little Brahms. He does that every time we talk about Brahms. You're done.
It's funny.
All right, Sam, what do you think about Brahms?
I mean, their chicken, it can be a little bit dry sometimes, but I think that it's like between Kane's juicy chicken and the Den's really dry chicken sometimes, or even Popeye's dry chicken. It's like in the middle. And I think that, especially on a good day, it can be really, really good. Like if you're really yearning for that chicken from Brahms, man, it just hits that spot, that sweet spot. And I think that I'm gonna just rank it on like its best day. Like if I'm really yearning for it, I'm like, yeah, I really want some Brahms chicken right now. Even though the chicken is way smaller than it needs to be. Okay, I'm saying it. It's like half the size of like a Cane's chicken tender. What happened, man?
That is true.
Are we in like a chicken drought right now? Where'd all the chicken go?
They stopped feeding them, so they got really small tenders.
Are you killing baby chickens instead?
Dang, that's crazy. That's a scandal. Brahms kills baby. I mean, McDonald's already does that, so.
I'm going to put them in delicious behind Chick-fil-A.
That's still generous.
I mean, yeah, because I like them a lot more than Popeye's chicken.
That is fair.
Any day out of the week.
Yeah. I think I'm going to have to agree with you. It's better than it's better than Popeye's, but chicken-wise, just by itself, it's not all that great. Again, the sauce carries here just like it does for Cane's.
Nope.
And yeah, they are pretty small, and they kind of just taste like the chicken you would buy from the store that's like in the frozen section. Like
what?
Which like I enjoy. It's good chicken, but it's like this wasn't really fried in the back, I don't think.
What are you
I feel
on
like
about?
They just heated it up. So
how do you think it got the little breading on it?
It's like
do you think they killed the chicken and it came like that?
I'm gonna call Brahms and ask them how they prepare their chicken tenders.
They probably won't answer.
I bet you that it comes in a plastic bag from the freezer. They lay it like on a pan, or maybe they like fry it after it's already breaded, like already kind of like cooked, but then they're like fully heated up. I don't think they're like putting in a piece of raw chicken and breading and then frying it in the back. It doesn't taste like that.
Interesting.
So for that reason, I'm putting it in yummy, but behind Cane's. And it's definitely like a decent amount behind Cane's in terms of quality of chicken. But I do like Brahms sauce better. So if we were taking that into account, it would go higher.
Yeah, I just can't get over how small their freaking chicken is, man. It's like extraordinarily undersized.
I mean, it's bigger than nuggets, but it is small for being a chicken tender.
It's like 2 nuggets put together, and it's like half the size of a normal chicken tender.
Okay, but it's so cheap that that's what you're paying for.
I mean, yes, but I always have to get like the 6-piece because I'm like 4 pieces just doesn't cut it.
But that's like $9, and you get a milkshake, and you get fries. So great deal.
We'll go to Brahms right now.
I have to edit this podcast after this.
Oh, wow. All right, next up, Kentucky chicken. Nope. Kentucky fried chicken. Yep, that's it. With, what's his name? Colonel Fried Sanders? Yep, that's the guy. Kentucky fried chicken.
End me now.
All right, now here's the deal. I've had Kentucky fried chicken a couple of times, and I think it's a little bit overrated.
Definitely.
I think it's expensive. It comes in this big old box, and you get way too much from what I've gotten. Maybe I haven't ordered the right thing, okay? Because I've only gotten it through DoorDash, which is like actually surprising to me. I got a DoorDash, and it was like overpriced. And I ordered like a normal meal, and I opened the box. It's like 5 chicken breasts, and I'm like, brother, you just sent me like 5 dead chickens straight to my door.
Well, are you ordering like the chicken tenders, or are you ordering like the chicken pieces? Because like if you're getting like the pieces, you're gonna get like chicken breast and legs and wings and thighs, like that type of thing.
That's probably what I got instead.
I think that's what you got. I don't think you've ever had the chicken tenders because they just look like Chicken Express or like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I guess you can't rank them. Sam's been eliminated from this round.
No, I'll still rank it by the taste because.
But you haven't had it, brother.
But it's still the chicken.
You know, Sam, you can't give your opinion on something you haven't actually tried.
But don't the tenders taste at least somewhat like the pieces?
No, they like season differently and everything.
Really?
Yeah, you're eliminated. All right, I'm going
Oh,
to
wow.
I'm going to rank KFC in yummy, but behind Cane's and Brahms because it's crispy, it's well seasoned, but nothing crazy good. It's going in yummy. Sam's about to storm off. But that's what you get for not having done your proper research and your proper taste testing before you came on the show. You're getting a demotion.
Wow.
I'm so sorry.
Wow.
But this does bring up our final ranking of the Fast Foodies podcast, possibly season 1.
McDonald's.
Wrong. Actually,
Oh.
it's Chicken Express.
Oh, I knew that.
Does McDonald's even sell chicken tenders?
Probably not, because
I don't think they do.
All my homies hate McDonald's, but Chicken Express.
Okay, so Brahms is like my number 1 college spot, but if there's a number 2 when it comes to like big brain activity, it's going to Chicken Express at, what is it, 10.50 or
It's
9.50?
$9.55.
$9.55 and ordering the chicken box. $5 and they fill it up with as much chicken as you can possibly handle in your big stomach.
Big brain activities, he said.
Literally.
It's like $5.
It's $5 for like a whole box of probably like
Yeah.
10 chicken strips or something.
Have you done this before, though?
I have.
So it's really funny because I went one time. The first time I went to do this with some friends, we pulled up and it's like $9.55. Yeah, what do you want? Chicken Express. And we go, give us a chicken box. All right, pull up to the window, cash only. And I'm like, it's
like a drug
it's like
deal.
the chicken mafia. What is going on?
Yeah, I mean, if it was me, it's like a customer at $9.55. Like it's annoying. But also, we're helping you get rid of the chicken, so less cleanup for you to do at the end of the night. But maybe
Yeah.
they get to take it home, so they're annoyed at you because they don't want to have to like get rid of it. They would rather take it home or something. But if I worked there, I don't think I would want to be eating that fried chicken all the time.
Yeah.
But let's get into the actual ranking.
I mean, I think that definitely plays a part into it. Is like that's really cool and really nice, especially for a college student to be able to pay $5 cash only, whatever. It's really cool, and the chicken itself is not bad. It's pretty good.
It's very good.
You get a lot of it. It's really good. You can be like, oh, I want normal, I want spicy, I want bone-in, whatever. I think their chicken is so good that, like, when I've gotten to go get that big box with friends, I'll be like, oh, I only have one, and I'll end up having like 3 tenders. It's
very
really good. And for that reason, I'm going to put it in delicious behind Chick-fil-A, but ahead of Brahms.
Okay. I really like Chicken Express. Like you were talking about earlier with, I think it was Popeyes being like too crispy and too spiky. Chicken Express is like pushing that line, but they don't fully get there.
Yeah, they don't cross the line.
They do have like that really crispy fried chicken feel to it, like more than Chick-fil-A, but they're not like too crispy and dry to where it's like hurting your mouth. It's like perfect, and it is usually pretty moist. So I really enjoy Chicken Express. Just don't give me their tea. I don't want diabetes. But
Yeah, for real.
I really like it. And I think, I'm just not the biggest chicken tender fan. Like, I really like them, but they're not like my number 1 food. So I don't think I'm putting anything in scrumptious today.
Whoa.
So Chicken Express is going as my number 1 in front of Chick-fil-A, but in delicious.
You got a lot of really odd takes today.
I did. It was an unusual day for me.
Nothing in scrumptious.
I thought I'd go out on a weird note.
Nothing in scrumptious. You dogged on Canes, went over them behind the free throw line, and dunked into the basket. I don't play basketball. I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Man's literally yapping like he would be if I let him keep going about KFC chicken tenders.
And then you reject my opinion on KFC, and then you swoop over Chick-fil-A. Oh, there goes my phone. And then you swoop over Chick-fil-A and put Chicken Express at what is going on in your mind right now?
I don't know. Well, do we want to do a quick review?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So I'll go first. In first place in delicious, I have Chicken Express. Followed by that is Chick-fil-A, also in delicious. In yummy, we got Cane's, Brahms, and KFC. In edible, Popeyes. And bringing up the trail, the caboose, is
The trail.
and bringing up the caboose is the den in disgusting. I'm sorry.
The caboose. All right then. For me, in Scrumptious, obviously we have Cane's. In Delicious, we got Chick-fil-A, followed by Chicken Express, followed by Brahms. Although I will say those last two right there, very close. In Yummy, we have Popeyes. In Edible, we have Provider. And then I was not allowed to give my opinion on KFC, so I guess I'll just put it nowhere. It's in the void.
Yeah, no decision.
Whatever. NA, not applicable.
Yep. I was going to say I appreciate your honesty, but you were honest that you haven't tried it, but you were still going to rank it. And for that, you're kicked off.
Wow.
All right, so now I'm alone. So I guess I'm just going to hit the end button. Just kidding. Sam's still here.
Yeah, I'm staring at Isaac very menacingly.
He's scaring me. Okay, but I think the reason that we're just staring at each other is because this is a very
We want this to end.
sad moment.
Yeah.
You know, we've had a lot of fun over these past 3 months.
Isaac is borderline crying.
No, don't worry. There's no tears. They stayed in my eyes. Maybe it's just because it's hot in here.
It's like really cold in here, man. It's like Antarctica. We've had a very fun time here. I wish we could have gotten Obed on the show, but you know,
It's okay.
it's all right.
We went out together.
Obed, if you're listening, I really want you to know I tried really hard to advocate and get you on the show, but it just didn't work out.
It's okay. It's
The
okay.
scheduling, you know. Maybe next time when we rank water bottles, you can come on. I'll let you come on the show.
Yeah, I heard he's a water bottle expert.
Or even better, we'll replace Isaac and it can be Sam and Obed.
I mean, if I'm really busy, maybe. But it wouldn't be the same without me, right? Right?
Sure, you can believe that.
Okay.
But yeah,
That's good.
we've had a lot of fun.
Big thanks to everyone who's been listening, especially my parents. And
And my parents.
shout out to Sam's dad for leaving those long comments on our Instagram post. I read every single one, and I really appreciate your feedback. So it's definitely meant a lot to us.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for listening and tuning in and giving us just 20 minutes of your time every week. It really means a lot.
All right, for the final time.
This has been the Fast Foodies, where taste meets debate. This is Sam signing out.
And Isaac. See you later.
Thank you so much for listening. This has been the Fast Foodies podcast,
Where taste meets debate.